In this video, we are going to talk about the 10 problems rich people have. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Everyone has money problems, yes, even the wealthy. Nobody likes to hear this though. For one, we get tired of the rich flaunting their wealth. Additionally, we think we'd be okay with some more problems if we could have more money. In general, there isn't much sympathy for the problems of people with a lot of money. The problems of the wealthy may not be the same type of problems that someone living paycheck to paycheck has. They don't have to deal with a mountain of school loan debt. They can pretty much pay for healthcare costs out of pocket. But their problems exist nonetheless. Having more money doesn't isolate a person from having more problems. Before we have a tendency to begin, why don't you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you never miss any of our videos? Let's begin. Number 10. Dealing with the fear of losing it. Very few would ever become rich without working hard for it. It takes a lot of effort and discipline to accumulate wealth no matter who you are. The corporate executive, business owner, professional athlete or any of us need time, energy and focus to amass wealth. But fear is no respecter of the wealthy. It doesn't leave them alone. When people have no wealth, they aren't afraid to lose it. Not only until you have money does the fear of losing it kick in. After all, you've worked so hard to get it. God forbid you could take steps backwards, or worse yet, lose it all. Fear is often irrational. It's not grounded in logic. It makes no sense that you'd go back to how life was before. But the fear of losing it all is still there. It exists. And it's more of a problem for the wealthy because they have more money to lose. Number 9. Dealing with wanting more. More money, more problems. How about more money, more money? This isn't exclusive to wealthy people. We would say people of any economic status in their heart of hearts want more. We never seem to be satisfied with where we are at. We never reach the point where we can say, this is enough. Maybe this goes back to the first point about the fear of losing it. If the wealthy get eaten up with the fear of losing it or view the accumulation of wealth as a competition with others, then they will never think they have enough. Their driving focus becomes to create more wealth, maybe at any cost. Number 8. Dealing with the availability of goods. If you don't have excess money reserves lying around or are still getting out of debt, certain goods are out of reach. They are not worth even considering because you have no way to pay for them. That $10,000 vacation, the kitchen remodel and new BMW look great. But there is no point in dwelling on it because you don't have the money to pay for them. So with wealth comes the learning curve of what you should and shouldn't spend money on. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean you should buy it. So the challenge the wealthy have to figure out is how to manage their desire to spend knowing that pretty much any consumer item is attainable to buy. Number 7. Dealing with access. In similar fashion to being able to purchase any consumer item would be having access to services, places and opportunities. Wealth grants you access to places, people and services you never possibly could have had before with little or no money. That's not necessarily bad. However, it could be if those places, services or people lead to inappropriate or addictive behaviors. Number 6. Dealing with the expectations of others. If you've ever seen the ESPN documentary, Broke, which describes the lives of wealthy athletes, you know this to be true. There is an expectation that the wealthy person should take care of those around them. In fact, they are often manipulated to do so and left feeling guilty and ashamed if they don't. Most of the time this comes from family and friends. Children expect their parents to buy them anything they want. And even businesses or organizations like churches could also expect the rich to bail them out with their vast wealth. Number 5. Dealing with giving too much. This dives even deeper into the last issue of expectations. The wealthy often become big givers. Sometimes this could be a detriment. There's nothing wrong with giving away money to help others. That is unless you are giving away too much and are giving for the wrong motives, i.e. to gain access or because others expect it or to manipulate others. Those with wealth have to develop a giving plan so they can be intentional with giving their money. Otherwise it will have the tendency to be thrown around at whoever asks and be wasted on issues that are not important. Number 4. Dealing with a change in values. What you once believed about how to manage money may change as the wealth accumulates. For example, as you accumulate more and more money, it may lessen your feelings about being thrifty and seeking out sales or the best deals on goods and services. This could really have an impact in a marriage where one person is a natural spender and the other is a natural saver. The saver many never want to quit saving even with millions of dollars in net worth. The spender may see the net worth as a license to relax the constraints on spending. Those divergent opinions will cause conflict for sure, potentially a dissolution of the marriage. Number 3. Dealing with immaturity. In some cases of sudden wealth, like a professional athlete, lottery winner or an inheritance being received, great riches highlight one's immaturity. If you've never had wealth before and suddenly it's thrust upon you, the immature habits will likely make their way to the forefront and have to be dealt with. That is why, for anyone in this situation, it would be imperative to find some wise financial counsel. If you don't want the more money you are bringing in to lead to more problems, find someone who is more mature and has experience handling large sums of money. Number 2. Dealing with the jealous and angry. It's a shame the rich would have to deal with this issue, but it's clearly prevalent in society. There will always be people who are jealous of the wealthy and will be angry at, even hate them simply for having it. These people think the wealthy cheated their way to the top. They stole from the poor to get to the top. Or they took advantage of a flawed system to get to the top. To the haters, it doesn't matter if the person even worked hard to get to the top. They are still evil, rich people that only care about themselves and are destroying society and the planet. This problem works its way back around to the fear issue in this regard. The rich have to fight off the jealous and angry who are always scheming for ways to take money away from them. This can be clearly seen in the cries from politicians to tax the rich more than others and give their money to the poor, i.e. back to the government. Number 1. Dealing with legacy. Life on this earth comes to an end at some point, even for the wealthy people. They will pass away just like anyone else. Death is inevitable. What they do with their wealth could have quite an impact on those left behind. They could drastically change the lives and fortunes of family members, a non-profit cause or other organization if vast sums of wealth are left to them in a will. Maybe even more important than what happens with the money at death is how the money is used in life. Andrew Carnegie once said, "Surplus wealth is a sacred trust which its possessor is bound to administer in his lifetime for the good of the community." How a wealthy individual puts money to use during their life will go a long way in determining the individual's personal legacy. What do you think of our list? Which of the above problems shocked you most? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.